everybody. It's Saturday video number 19. What's the date? It's the 18th of June.
18th of June.
How about that? We're nearly up to half a year of videos.
I think Monday's the shortest day of the year here.
Is it?
It's the
Longest one for you guys overseas.
Yeah, the winter
Hey, guess
solstice.
what? This week, something super exciting happened. YouTube have offered me as one of the first Australians to try live streaming, which means that we'll be able to do this Saturday video live, and you'll be able to actually type in your answers and we'll be able to chat. Won't that be fun?
It's extraordinary.
So I've tried to set up, I'm so close to having it set up, but there's just one piece missing and I don't know what it is. So maybe next week, but isn't that fun? And it's really cool because not everyone's got it yet, and it's only for YouTube partners, so I haven't got anyone to ask at the moment because it's the weekend, so I'll have to wait till my YouTube buddies are all back at work and I can contact them. Okay, we've got some questions. Caitlin said, question is, do you have some tips to save money? She's like 21. That's the girl who turned 21 the other week. It will still be, she wants, okay.
Well,
Do you have tips to save money?
Yep.
Go on.
Whatever you earn, you have to work out the percentage of whatever it is that you earn that you save. Because that is a discipline that you start.
So she might say 10% or 50% or whatever.
Well, you work out what your living expenses are and pull back on the living expenses.
So let's say she makes $500 a week clear. And so then she's got rent. We're just, I'm just making figures up. So then she
living
pays
expenses
$100 a week rent.
Might be $400 a week. Well, trim them. Trim your living expenses so that there's some surplus so that you save every week. And the biggest issue is this, is that say you're earning $500 a week now. Say in 2 years' time you're earning $1,000 a week. Say in 5 years' time you're earning $10,000 a week. And it happens, let me tell you, your income, if you're good at what you do, your income doesn't remain static. The issue is, as people earn more, they usually spend more. So you go in a 5-year period from earning, hypothetically, $500 a week to $10,000 a week, and they still don't save. Because what happens?
$10,000 a week?
No, but what happens is they lease a bigger car, they don't own it, they don't pay cash, they lease a bigger car. They take better holidays. They buy more expensive jewellery, clothing and handbags. They eat at more expensive restaurants. And the fallacy is that unless you save and invest a part of what you earn every day, every week, every year, every decade...
You're a good saver.
There's nothing left.
I'm a good saver.
There's not. So, I save things up and I forget about it. I just forget that it's even there.
Me too.
I don't look at it. I don't think about it. As far as I'm concerned, that's the rainy day.
Here's
so
what
you've got to work out a budget. You've got to work out a budget and live to a budget. And you know what? You use that for the rest of your life. And when you earn more money, you keep the same percentages. So if your income doubles, then what you spend on living expenses can double, but what you save must double. And so therefore, you have to work out. You have to work out what works for you, and then try and increase. Because then, if you keep putting away and investing, by the time you get to retirement age, you'll be able to live the same life that you've lived during the rest of your life. Okay,
I'm going to give the example. Did you all notice that I didn't interrupt then, everyone? All of you who tell me I always interrupt Paul's comments. He loves it when you say that too, because he loves being heard, don't you? He probably thinks I interrupt way too much.
It's the only forum that I do get heard, because I get overruled here at home.
Because he's got you as the mediator. He's going, for crying out loud, shut up and let him talk. Anyway,
right.
I just wanted to tell Caitlin, when I was your age, or probably a little bit younger, when I was 19, what are you doing?
I'm just putting that up there a little bit there.
Are you? I liked the white background though. Anyway, when I was your age, my first job, I earned $198 a week, which was, crappy because it was full-on hours. But I also used to waitress as well, and I was saving up to go to America. So I used to save $100 a week.
Your extra job was the saving money, or your extra job was the living money?
I just used to bank half of that wage, and I remember my rent was $70. So I used to use my waitressing money to pay my rent so that I could always bank that $100. And it added up pretty quickly. In 10 weeks you got $1,000. And at that age, that was massive.
Here's a tip. When you go and buy an outfit... let's suppose you want some aerobics gear. I don't know where you live, Caitlin, but In Smith Street in Collingwood here
She's
in
Sydney,
Melbourne,
yeah.
but they're everywhere.
Yeah.
There's all of the Nike, Adidas. What are they called? Like
I don't know. I can't even work out where you're heading with this.
No. They're called the big
Outlet stores.
Outlet stores. Okay. So instead of going and paying $200 for a new aerobic outfit, at prime retail, go to one of the outlet stores because you can buy the same thing there, and it's usually half or a third the cost or whatever it be. So look before you spend.
Choose better options.
Yeah.
See, 3 words.
Okay. What's next?
Millie said, hello. How do you... Hang on, I've just got to move that across so I can see it. Sorry, everyone. How do you get motivated? What gets you motivated to do something? Have a lovely weekend. I don't know. I'm always motivated to do something.
The desire to do something that you like is motivating. So if it's reading a book and you're really into the book, you can't put it down. If it's if you are losing weight and you're getting response or results,
or even if you're not.
If you are becoming fitter, if you are enjoying your job and earning more.
But how do you get motivated if you're not? I think...
Be passionate about something.
See, at the moment, I've been off alcohol all of June, right? And if I worked out that if I'd have been drinking this week, I would have had drunk on Monday night for tacos. I would have drunk Tuesday when a girlfriend came over. I would have had Wednesday night off. Tuesday we went out. Thursday night I had friends over. Friday I would have had off. Tonight I would be drinking. And tomorrow, there's been 5 opportunities. That's a lot of calories, isn't it? It's bloody hard too when you want to have a drink with everyone and you don't.
Do you know what? My dad's been in hospital for 3 weeks.
He's interrupting me, everyone.
And he couldn't drink and he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he has.
He's come out looking $1 million.
Yeah, but what I was going to say was, I don't know, it's annoying me at the moment because I haven't lost any weight from doing it. But I do feel good, and I want it so much at the moment to lose some weight that I went out and did my own boxing and everything today.
But the question was, how do you get motivated?
Do you know what? I decided to make me my project for fitness, and you sound
like Wicked.
I have decided to make me my new project.
Yeah, that's what makes me so nice.
Yeah, it's Project Me for fitness at the moment because I am not as lean as I was, and it's annoying.
How do you get motivated? You have to be passionate about doing something.
Try on your old jeans that you can't fit into.
But is it motivation about work? You know what?
I'm always motivated with, at the moment, doing the videos and like this YouTube live stream and all that because I'm interested. I can't wait to. That makes me really motivated.
Our young son Max, he's working for me now, and he's motivated. He gets up, no problem. Never had to get Max out of bed. He's enjoying work, and he's enjoying earning $1, and that's giving him a bit of excitement. And so he's up, showered, shaved, and bang, he's there early.
I guess
so. But he likes what he does.
I guess if you're not motivated about, there's something that you're asking me about, and I'm not sure what it is. But what is it that you're not motivated about, and why is that? That's probably a better question for you to ask yourself.
You need some excitement.
Yeah.
You'll be motivated if you're excited about something.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty. I don't think we answered that very well, Millie.
Yeah, what makes you motivated? Excitement.
Carmen, how to make yourself feel good when you have the flu and feel like poo? Well, you know what? You just have to project yourself forward a few days.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's what I do.
It won't get any worse.
Yeah.
And this is as bad as I feel.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And it's... and
it's a really good excuse not to cook.
It's only up from here.
Yeah, I just lie around and watch videos and
I'll tell you
Oprah and stuff on the couch, which I would never do. What?
And I did it and you didn't.
What?
I went and had a flu shot because I couldn't stand
to get the flu.
That. So I went and had a flu shot. So there we are. That's how you feel better.
So how do you make yourself feel good? Just think that, Carmen, I guess if it's only the flu, you just tell yourself that there could be there's a million other people.
And it'll get better.
Yeah.
What's next?
Farah said, can you tell us more about how you raised your children, how they were as babies and up? What did you do as a stay-at-home mum during the day? Did you organise anything with other mums? Okay, so when the babies, when I was pregnant the first time, we were in a little mothers group, which was really cute, wasn't it? And I'm still actually friends. I don't see them all the time, but Lucy has moved back to London now.
We catch up with her if we go over there.
Yeah, and I always, there's a real fondness for seeing those mums now. Yeah, and also their kids. But we used to, I guess, we'd catch up quite often because you're doing all that.
Interest.
Yes,
common interest.
So you do catch up a little bit more. I'm not a real person who catches up with anyone specifically on a regular basis. I like to sort of mix it all up, don't I? We are the only one. But I like having lots of varied friendships, and they all I like everyone for different reasons. I don't sort of have a favourite except for you.
So, how the kids were brought up, we did lots of things together.
Yes, true.
We always included our greater family, and we always had birthdays. Yeah. Birthdays were a big deal.
Birthdays are a big deal.
Christmas was a big deal.
Especially mine.
We always, Sunday night dinners together.
Yeah.
Create
little rituals for your kids.
That was my next one, rituals. Yeah. We would always have a birthday breakfast and the kids loved those rituals. And
they do.
And we then included them in
and I used to read little books, you buy all those little pop-up books in the pusher and they've got like shapes and things. And I used to teach Max to count in all different languages. He was counting to 10 in like 5 languages at one point. I thought I had a genius on my hands.
You do?
Well, I do, but not to the degree. Like I thought he was going to be like this linguist or something.
We talk to the kids all the time.
Everyone thinks they're child's brain, don't they? They all do.
We talk to the kids. I mean, even... dare I say it, when Oprah said, "In what age do you talk to your kids about sex?" Zoe goes, "Oh, we talk about it all the time."
Well, I just feel like you've got to share your experiences.
Sex, drugs, alcohol, cigarette
You might want
smoke.
to grab that phone.
Excuse me.
Paul's going off into another room. Hey, who watched my video this week on phone etiquette? Paul's going to go completely into another room so as not to interrupt my video. This week I met this gorgeous girl called Musson, and or Musson, I think you pronounce it, and she is from Sydney, and she's on television a lot, and she does like videos about, not videos, she's got a website, and she deals with some of the AFL footballers, that's the Australian Football League players. Some of those guys need a big lesson in manners, I reckon, and she's helping them, but she's really great. And when I looked up her YouTubes before she came over, I was thinking, oh my God, am I going to, if I make her a cup of tea, like I have the sugar, because I don't have sugar in tea and stuff, I just keep it in the containers for when I use it for cakes and stuff. So I'm thinking, I wonder if I should put it in a different container before she gets here and all that sort of thing. And I got out my good teacups when she was here, but she was so relaxed and so lovely. Anyway, I'll put the video link under here. Have a look, because she's a great girl. And I think we might do some more videos, because it was really interesting. Like when you know how people go, oh, how do you do? I thought that meant, how are you? But do you know how do you do actually mean? The correct response back to that is, how do you do? It means, how do you do? It means pleased to meet you. So you could reply also, pleased to meet you. That's your lesson for the day. I thought that was so interesting. Anyway, so I also made a fun video this week with Catherine, who was, do you remember on the Oprah show when Oprah came to Australia, and the girl who had the baby shower, and Oprah walked in and she's like, and she couldn't speak. Do you remember that? Anyway, we became friends on Facebook because I just wanted to get to know her, and she lives in Melbourne. So she drove up to my house, and I just loved her. The minute I saw her, as I did with Anna, she's just awesome, and she's so lovely. She brought little pictures of baby O, and she showed me all her photos, and so have a look at that video too, because it's just fun to see her in another context, because she was so gobsmacked that you would think that maybe she wouldn't be able to talk, but she can, and she's great. I really like her. I think those two girls, I'm really enjoying, some people say, oh, I don't have time to meet new friends and all that because they're so busy, but I love meeting new friends, and to me those two girls, I think they'll be lifelong friends. I think all my friends will be lifelong friends, mind you, but when you just kind of connect with someone, it's really interesting. And I figure that she really likes Oprah and everything like me. I can hear Paul talking in the back. That's not really good social mobile phone etiquette, is it? No, Anna, are you listening? You'll have to leave a message and tick Paul off for this. Okay, so let me see if there's another question I can answer without my husband. Okay, so what did I do during the day with the babies? Well, that's when I first started my business of painting the plates. So my kids, I had them trained so that they would sleep between 12 and 3. I've been having a lovely time waffling on about nothing.
Yeah, I know. Well, you do that very well.
Yeah. I used to have them sleep between 12 and 3, so that was the time I'd race out into the garden with my fold-out card table, and I would sand down all the plates, and there'd be like this cloud of dust just everywhere, wasn't there, Paul?
Yeah.
And do you know what? It was a really happy time of my life. I loved it. And I wasn't, as busy. Like, I find that I'm doing more things now because I've got the freedom of time. Whereas back then, a lot of my friends were doing all the things I'm doing now. They were travelling and they were doing quite enviable things.
Well, they were single, not married and without kids.
Yeah.
And they used to come on,
I know, but it's interesting because we're getting to do that now, and they did it all. It's just a matter of time.
Well,
but
you put in the hard yards in the beginning, and you're freed up at the other end.
But I would find it a lot harder now because I am so motivated to do like video and to do my jewelry and to, like I'm really into this social media and how it's affecting. I don't know. I just find the whole thing really incredibly interesting. So I do a lot of reading up on all that sort of thing. And if I had babies now, I would find that really hard because I've got more stuff I want to do now, whereas back then I'd had my job in the fashion industry, that finished, and I was kind of free to hang out with the kids.
Our kids wouldn't tell us a lie. They're absolutely truthful.
Unless it's asking Max if he's eating chocolate in the cupboard.
No, they're just so truthful. The kids are happy for us to be friends.
People are going to think we're really naive saying that, aren't they?
They're happy for us to be friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I think that's... I mean, we're their buddies, We also provide boundaries and discipline.
Yeah, and I had them in bed at a certain time, and when they were tiny...
Structure.
Yes, and I used to have little routines, as we said before, like when the kids were babies and I was just about to put them down, when they're tiny, before they can walk, I used to wrap them up in the little bunny rug, and that was their signal that they were going to sleep, so their arms would be all like cosy.
And in the morning, Megan would go in and
go...
so
cute, wasn't it?
Good morning to you.
Oh yeah, you sing good morning to you, and how do you do? The day is so fair and
every
the sky
morning,
is so
and
blue.
they would
good
look
morning,
up and
good
they would
morning,
smile.
A happy day to you.
Yeah, they would really respond to that.
They still do sometimes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they go, shut up now.
So
no, they don't really.
What's the next one?
Amanda said, something I would like to see a video on is a tour of your home.
Nah.
Now, that'd be fun, taking the computer around the house with the cord, wouldn't it? Also, would love to know how you made those lighted panels that have pictures. Okay, I can tell you about that. That's easy. Lighting creates a mood in every room. Amanda, those are awesome, and they were actually Paul's idea because he's in real estate.
They're like the same as they do in real estate offices. They're the same as what they do in airports. They're the same as what they do on bus stops.
And I can actually...
They're illuminated from the rear.
Yeah, but it's like a big transparency, like a slide.
It's called a Duratran or a film, and it's... You just get it printed. There's plenty of places that print them.
You send it off on your computer to the place.
You send an IPEG file. They print it to size.
JPEG,
yes. Sorry. And they just print it to size, and they just sit in and they're illuminated from behind. It's very simple. There's plenty of people
So I can change that around all the time, and I have changed it before. It's awesome, isn't it? I really like it.
What's next?
Jan says she's still waiting for us to put some wedding pictures up. So is Paul.
I'm still waiting for my wedding album.
I'll do that. I promise I'll do that today or tomorrow. Lynn, have you guys ever talked about the phenomenon of physical healing? That's a heavy one, but quite relevant. What does she mean by that? What do you mean, Lynn? Do you mean like if someone had cancer, for example, can they heal themselves? Is that what she means, do you think?
Or the phenomenon of physical healing.
Or do you mean like that St. John guy that in Brazil who...
Well,
you know what, I'm open to anything.
Let us know a bit more and we'll see what we can do with it.
But yeah, I wouldn't discount any of that.
It is definitely a mindset.
Yeah, true. Okay, and then she said on a lighter note, what about how creating art, jewelry and architecture makes you feel? Sharing your gifts. It makes me feel fantastic when I think I've said this before, but when I make jewelry for someone and they love it, or like for example,
can I tell them?
No, because I don't think. No, just let me tell this, and you can tell them in a second.
Someone will buy
a present
again. Someone will buy a present for a friend that might be a wedding gift or a birthday gift.
Yeah.
And Megan has never met the person.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll be out to dinner and we walk in and Megan will say to me, see the girl at the next door table, she's wearing one of my necklaces.
Yeah,
I don't know who she is.
Yeah, but I also like the ability to be able to create something like, for example, the two girls who I was talking about when Paul was answering his mobile phone call, Anna and Catherine, when they were both here, I made Catherine a bracelet and I put a little O on it for Oprah and for her baby Olivia. And it was nice. I like the fact that I can pick what a person will like. Like, I also made one for Anna, but Anna's a lot more conservative. You'll see in the video, she's sort of more like a business Chanel type suit. black and white checks, and I looked at lots of pictures. Yeah, I know, but I looked at lots of pictures of her on her website, so I knew how she dressed. She had lots of pearls on, so I knew that, doing something like this with peace signs and hearts and stuff would not be her cup of tea. And I made her a bracelet, and she loves it. And I rang her the next day, and she said she was wearing it again. So I love that feeling of being able to create perfectly for somebody. And when I do create specifically for someone, I really do think about it and what I'm doing. I sent Oprah some bracelets the other day. I hope she likes them.
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know.
What's next?
I'd like to just randomly see them on her, like let's say she's just casually walking somewhere and a paparazzi took a picture of her, somewhere, and she just happened to have them on.
Oprah did say she was a woman of dreams.
But I would like that, because that would show that she liked them and she wasn't wearing them just to, show me.
Dreaming is free.
Yeah. But it's a nice thought, isn't it? She might be wearing them right now as we speak.
She might be.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's in my head that she is. Jordan said, get Max to come on the video. Well, they're out getting sandwiches, so there is a high chance of that. I will ask him. In fact, even if he's not, I'll just wait and put him on. What songs would be included on your soundtrack of life? For Good and Piano Man. Those are my 2 funeral songs, actually, everybody.
Oh, on a lighter note. Want to be a Billionaire by Trevi McCoy and
imagine being a billionaire.
I want to be. What else?
Imagine that.
And the other one that we sang.
Let's all imagine being a billionaire.
What's that Glee song we sang?
Would you have a plane if you were a billionaire?
Yeah.
Would you?
Why not?
Would you have a holiday house, or would you just rather stay at good places?
Don't know. I'd have to think about that, actually.
Like, would you have a house in Capri,
no.
or would you rather just stay at the nicest place in Capri?
I'd rather stay at the nice place.
Me too. Because then I wouldn't have to clean it up and change the sheets. Although if we were a billionaire, we could have
no, but if
people
you were,
to do that.
Then you wouldn't tell anyone, then they wouldn't know. And so you just cruise around, do what you want.
Would you have one of those big boats, like
what
when we
you
go to
do
Saint Tropez, like there's these massive boats?
What you want is anonymity.
Yes,
you don't want anyone to know. You just want to cruise in and cruise out and just have fun. And
True.
so you can go to dinner or walk around and no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
And you just have a great time. That is the key. Because to lose the ability just to go somewhere and have privacy would be a killer, I reckon.
I wonder what that's like for Oprah, when she...
I'm sure she's sick of it.
Because a friend of mine just sent me a Facebook message last week. She's in London, and because Oprah's not screened in London for some reason, I think it might be on cable, but she was sitting next to Oprah in London at this place called Harry's Bar, and she sent me this Facebook message, Oprah's sitting next to me right now, and I'm like, what?
Say hello from the
taco
taco chick.
Yeah, I said say hello. Anyway, so maybe when she goes to Europe and London, she has more of a slighter sense of anonymity. Because I haven't seen any paparazzi shots, and they're pretty lethal over there, aren't they? I don't know. See how we wander? Jamie said, hello there. Will you please tell us what qualities you both look for in a leader? Paul, what kind of leadership style do you have with your employees?
Simple.
That's a good question, Jamie.
You've got to have good energy. You see, people want to work with me because we teach and show them what to do.
Yeah.
We make it fun. We provide the leadership and always the energy to show them what it is they need to do to become successful. And so people love that. So,
do you think your style of leadership in your office has changed over the years?
Yeah, it has.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell them about that, because I agree.
I would be probably when I was younger, I was a lot more aggressive, and I had fewer staff. But
I wonder why.
I did not have fewer staff because I was more aggressive. I had fewer staff because I was more embryonic in my business.
Yes.
But
I even find it different to walk in. Like, it used to be a lot more tense, and I guess that's because the pressure was on for you to...
Massive.
To pay back loans and do all those things. And
massive pressure.
Yes.
But, what I've learned is that you can still get the same result, and there is still an element of pressure. However...
Yeah, you said that to me the other day. You still always have that.
There is always an element of pressure. Look, there's an element of pressure for everyone who's in business or in television.
To make Saturday videos.
To do what they need to do as well as they can do.
Yeah.
But, what I find, there's something about someone, if they walk into a room and they have good energy and they smile,
Yeah.
that is the biggest single ingredient, I think, in how people deal with them, because it's infectious.
Yes.
And that sort of behaviour is infectious, and people like to be around it. And then the rest follows suit. So that's
I
my
love
answer.
meeting people who are just smiling and nice and happy and positive and interested and interesting. I love it. And that's what I loved about these two girls that I met this week. They were awesome. I had a great time with them.
You did. You
I
had an
really,
interesting one.
and they were both, one went out the door and the other one came in. They were so completely different, but awesome.
So there we are.
Yeah.
I think that's the solution.
Yeah. Shelley said, "Did I love Glee this week in New York?" It was the final in Australia here. We saw the final one of
She
Glee.
looked up and saw Wicked.
When we saw Wicked at the Gershwin Theatre, when she saw Gershwin Theatre, I loved, you know what annoyed me about that scene? I loved that scene and I disliked that scene all at
Because
once.
they chopped it.
Yes.
Edited.
See, he knows that song.
I've seen Wicked, I don't know,
Yeah.
10 times or something.
And it was funny because we've seen Wicked so many times. Like when they went on and they were in that scene with the house and the fence and the sunflowers, I said to Zoe, the stage would not be left in that position because that's sort of midway through. So, you know, like we're being very technical and picky. But I liked it. I thought the end was a little bit quick. And I thought Rachel's and Finn's song, are you nudging me because I'm taking too long analysing it? I thought Rachel and Finn's song sort of...
That wasn't the question. What's next?
No, I'm telling them that I thought that the way they kind of walked backwards and forwards, it wasn't enough for me.
Come on.
And the kiss, I don't know. If they were going to lose the thing because of the kiss, could have been a better kiss than that.
Come on.
Just saying. Oh, is that all? Hang on. I think that might be all. Just let me refresh the page because sometimes we miss them by... Hang on, let me see that. Okay. So I hate it when I get back to the page and then I haven't seen them all. Hang on. Where is it? Sorry, everybody. I know this must look bizarre. How sad that Bert Newton's in hospital. Bert Newton...
Nah, they've beat it up.
Have they?
Yes, Bert's okay.
Bert Newton is one of Australia's most loved... You know, he's like one of the first people
His
on
wife
TV.
said the media's beating it up.
Did she really say that? Oh, that makes me happy.
He's not as sick as what...
I'm good friends with his daughter, so
he's
I
not
love
as sick
Bert.
as being reported. So,
oh, that's fantastic. Is that right? Excellent. Okay.
By all accounts, Bert will be fine.
Good. All right, hang on.
Just what you want.
That is what I want. But anyway, get well soon, Bert. And Bert plays the wizard in Wicked, but he's not going to be there for opening night in Perth and all that sort of stuff. So now we have answered all the questions.
Excellent.
We've answered all the questions,
we're going
and we're only at 27 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. We're going to a friend of ours party tonight, and we've got to go and get us something.
And I'm not supposed to be drinking again. Can I
So-
drink a glass of wine tonight?
See you later. Talk
What
to
do you
soon.
think? Can I?
See you. Goodbye.
You know what? You know what's so funny about the not drinking thing? Now that Paul's gone again. Yeah, I am coming. But the funny thing about the no drinking is, now that I've said it on Facebook, I have had moments like this week when Monday was taco and I thought, oh, well, I have a margarita, or, you know, birthdays and things like that. And I thought, oh, well, I have a drink. But I've made myself so accountable that I would feel incredibly guilty. I don't know. It's funny, isn't it?
Let's go.
Anyway, that's it. I'm winding up. Max hasn't come back from the sandwiches, so you're not going to get to see him this week. But I am going to make some more videos, and I've got my blog and lots of exciting stuff's happening, and hopefully we'll be able to go live with this very soon. Have a happy weekend, everyone. Thank you for continuing to watch our videos on a Saturday. And this one's shorter. I'm going to stop it right now so we're under 30 minutes. We're under 30 minutes, Paul. Bye.